Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tina, also known as Danfia's Babs. This is my Flosstube number 8 and today is the 8th of March. What a coincidence. Today I have some haul to show you, some whips I worked and some new plans because I switched up my rotation again. But let's start with haul, that's always fun. This one is African Mammals Max Colors. I got it as a wag from one of the lovely ladies from our Dutch Heaven and Earth Designs group over on Facebook, and it's Ciro Machetti. I just love him. All the animals, the lion in the middle, the eagle, yeah, some of my favorites animals. But yeah, another one I bought myself because Heaven and Earth was retiring. That artist is one by Jeremiah Kettner and it's called Flower Kitty. He's so cute. And I love the purples and the flowers. Yeah. No idea when I'm going to start these because they are on my wheel, but that's something I will explain later on when I'm going over my plans for the next months. This one is Year of the Magical Dragon. It's an Anne Stokes by Pain-Free Crafts. He's retired too. Pain-Free Crafts retired a couple of Anne Stokes charts, and this one I couldn't let go. So yeah, I really love or I'm really interested in Celtic stuff, so yeah, this was a must-have. So beautiful, and it's an Anne Stokes, so yeah. And I'm sorry about the glare. It's always hard to not give you glare. And now let's get into the whips I worked on. Last time we spoke, I told you that my oldest whip now is my Pokemon. It's this one, and that I will be working on him Saturday and Sunday. I worked on him for a couple of prompts too. So, but yeah, it's the first generation, the round one. It's from Lord Liberan, and it's a free one on his website. If I remember, I will put him in the description box below. But he got almost 14,000 stitches since the last time we spoke. So yeah, he got a lot of attention, mostly because I'm working on him Saturday and Sunday, which are my most stitching days. But let's see if I can show you. I finished this one, I think the fish too. Don't ask me all the names of the Pokemon, I know some, but yeah. It does this one, this, and now I'm working my way to that side again. But yeah, he's so much fun to work on. And I do Pokemon by Pokemon, and I do color by color. Oh, color completing the Pokemon. So, but I also work up my threads. That's why you see some black here, some purple over here. That's because I had some left over on my needle and I worked up the color. So, but that's this one. And I'm making him for my oldest son, or at the moment he's for my oldest son. No idea if he still wants him when it's done, but I calculated it, and if he gets around 1500 stitches per weekend, he will be finished by the end of this year or the beginning of next year, so that's a good thing. Next one I was still working on when we last spoke is this one. It's Dandelion, I think it's pronounced, and he's by Ash Evans. It's an Heaven and Earth Designs. Oh, and he's done on 25 counts 1/1. All of my projects are done 1/1 full cross on 25 counts. If it's not, I will tell you. But this is how far I've come. I have no idea where I worked, but I'm guessing it will be around here because I'm doing the typewriter methods. So I'm picking the most left color, work up my thread, and then or follow the color wherever it goes until my thread is done, and then I'm picking the next color. So yeah. Next one I worked on is Fascinating by Irina Karmachova. It's also an Heaven and Earth Designs. Oh, and from this I don't know how many stitches I did. I used them for a prompt of magical stitch them, but I stopped doing them, and I will tell you later why. But yeah, I have no idea how many stitches I did on them. It would be around or between 150 and 350 or something like that. But yeah, this is how this one is looking. This one I'm doing only the background color at the moment. I think it's 934 DMC, and I'm doing 2 lines. Let me see if I can see where I'm at. No, I think I've done the whole line, but yeah, that's this one. Next one I worked on is a fun one. I'm calling it Kittens and Fishbones because it doesn't have a name, but it's by Nusha Creation, I think it's pronounced. But yeah, all the little kittens and the fish bones between them and the fun colors. This one I'm doing 28 counts, 2/2. Oh, and this is how far I've come with this one. I think I finished up the circle and started on the cats with the color that's the highest. So yeah. And I have no idea what's the name of this fabric, but it's not true to color, it's more brownish. The next one I worked on was Brother and Sister. It's Jasmine Beckett Griffiths one by Heaven and Earth Design again. She's so cute, and the deer is too. With this one I'm still working in her hair. Oh, it's hard to see, but there's I think it's black, and then there's a really dark green color in it. Yeah. Next one is one of my favorites. Yeah, well, all of them are my favorites, but this one, it's Got a Secret, Max Color by Chris Ortega, also an Heaven and Earth design. But I really love her. The flowers, the mask. Let me see. This is where I cut on her. This is the halfway point, I think, or close to, and I'm working on her hair this time. Oh, yeah. Next up is a really small one that I just started for fun. It's Ratata. It's a free pattern burley stitching, I think the website is. I will put it in the description box below if I don't forget it. But yeah, just a fun one. No idea what I will do with him when he's done, but this is how far I've come. Last time I think I only had like the brown on his back, and now I did a dark brown on his tail and the black surrounding him. Oh yeah, and he's also done on 25 count, 1/1/4 cross, so he will be really tiny, and he's just he just fits here. I hope that I calculated it perfectly, otherwise I will have a problem once I'm getting to his head. But yeah, then one that is almost done, so actually I don't have to show the end result, but or maybe I can do both. This is what he will look like. This is how far I am with him, so not a lot to do anymore. Yeah, like I said, these all of them got between 150 and 350 stitches because of the prompts I was using them for, and I have no idea where I worked on them. I know I do the 10 by 10 blocks with him. I choose the highest color in a particular 10 by 10 block, and then I use up the threads and pick the next one in that 10 by 10 block. So I hope I'm making sense, but yeah, that's how I do them once I have done the first whole line of them, and this is almost done. So next is a really cute one. It's QS. Oh, that one. Let me back up. This one is QS Hazel's World Giraffe by Dakota Detweiler, and it's also an Heaven and Earth design. So yeah, it's going way too fast. This one is a really cute one. It's QS Rain Dragon by Lisa Victoria. It's also an Heaven and Earth design, but he's so adorable. A little dragon with a leaf over his head to protect him from the rain. So yeah. And this one is using Granic, but I'm using DMC Diamant, or how you say it in English. But yeah, this is where I'm at. Oh, blowing out, that's better. I know with this one I worked here on the green. Yeah, I think that's it. That I worked here on the green and then worked my way back up again because my thread wasn't quite done. So yeah. I don't know if you can see the sparkle. But this is a really tiny one compared to the other ones. So it should be done quite quick, but it's having quite a lot of grips. It will still take some time. The next one is the Fast and the Furious, which I converted myself with an app, e-canvas stitching. If I remember, I will put it in the description box below. It's a really easy one. You put in the picture you want to convert and he does it for you. You can put in the size you want, the threads you want to use, so DMC, Anchor, Gamma I think is even on them, but yeah. And we are all huge Fast and the Furious fans, so this one I had to do. This one I started in the right corner instead of the left corner, and because I'm using that app I mentioned, I'm doing it in 10 by 10 blocks in the diagonal, but it's messing with my head a bit because I'm used to doing it left to right, but instead of right to left. I almost wanted to say it in Dutch, but yeah, it's an English video, so I need to say it in English instead of in Dutch. But yeah, I'm used to working from left to right, and now I have to work from right to left, and it's messing with my head a bit. So I'm not sure what I will do with it, if I should keep doing it like this, or if I should work my way up to the left corner and then move from there or work from there, but I'm not sure yet. But this is a biggie, so I think I will have time enough time to work it out what I want to do with him. Definitely want to finish him, but how I want to work him, I have no idea. This one, it's called Leaf Bookmark. It's a free pattern, otherwise I wouldn't show you guys, but it's a Doreen Jones. You can see it over there. It's from her Facebook page. She has a lot of free patterns you can download from her page, and this one is so cute. And this is how far I've come. Not a whole lot. I did the border. I know I did the border because I only had like, I think, this done. So all the rest is new. I did the other border, a bit of the leaves. It's a tiny one and it's fun to do. Next up is a really fun one. It's It's a mean kitty cat, but it's called Poof by Ash Evans, also an Heaven and Earth design. He's so adorable. He looks mean, but I think he's adorable. And I also worked on him the 1st of March for his birthday, because I started him 2 years ago or last year, I'm not sure anymore. So I worked on him on his, or I tried to work on his birthday, but in the end it was a couple days later. But yeah, let me see if I can show you the whole piece. But yeah, I love the colors, blues and purples. And I'm almost to the ends of all the other side of the pattern, so that's fun too. Oh, yeah. Next up is a small one too by Doreen Jones. So fun, just a little love bug with some hearts. And this is where I'm at with this one. And I have, oh, that's from another project that's laying down. But yeah, with this one I did the green border and the green insides, and I started on the red, I think, but I'm not sure. Did I add red already or not? No idea. Could be. I know I did the green. That I'm sure of, but yeah, well, anyway. This is how it's looking now. Oh, and this one, and almost forgot, this one and the leaf bookmark are on 14 or 16 counts, I think. I need to look it up. It's no idea. Anyway, next one is, where is he? Here she is. And this one is Lackadaisy Card Shark. It's one by Tracy Butler, and it's an Heaven and Earth design again. I just love her. I don't know why, but she's so gorgeous. Maybe it's because it's a cat. But anyway. This is how far I've come with this one. I know it's boring, that I don't know how many stitches I did, but I think 2 or 3 blocks, I think. And this one I'm doing also in 10 by 10 blocks on the diagonal, because she has a lot of black background. So, and that's then doing it block by block on the diagonal is the easiest way for me to do her, or to do that kind of background. So yeah. Oh, and you will see her again in plans, because her birthday is coming up on the 27th of this month. Another one I worked on is Heroines, Disney Heroines, I think it's called. It's one from Santa Stitch on Etsy. It's all the Disney princesses. I'm not a huge princess lover, but this one I really like. And this one I'm doing the black border first, or at least that's the plan for now. I think I did 2 blocks, so not a whole lot of progress. But yeah, the plan for now is to do the outside border first, and then doing the insides black. But that will take a long time before I'm even going to start the insides, because it's a huge one. Next up is my lovely Santa, or at least that's how I refer to him. It's Starry Night by Donna Gelsinger. It was a limited edition a couple of years ago. I was lucky enough to buy him at my local LNS at that time, or around that time. So yeah, but he's retired. It's Heaven and Earth design. But he's so gorgeous. I really love him. This is one I'm doing from a paper pattern. That's why he's all over the place. I started doing him block by block, I think. Then I came across the typewriter methods by Sarah, the stitching mummy, but that's not doable or less doable when you're working from a paper pattern. So now I'm doing the typewriter method, but within the page and within the 10 by 10 block. So yeah, that's why it's a bit of a mess. But I so love him. Next one I worked on is another big one. It's the supersized Max Color underwater dolphin and turtle. And I get to blame Dizzy Stitcher for it, because every time he showed it on his channel, I was like, yeah, I have to have him. So now I have him, and I started him for my birthday, one of my birthday starts. So still a tiny start, but he started. Lots of blues. And then the last one I did for farms for Magical Stitch Dome is Mini Crab Apple. It's artwork by Irina Karmachova, another Heaven and Earth design. Sorry about the glare. I love that cat, and the brightness of the red berries. And this is my progress on this one. I think I would bit here and then down here, but not for me. I think maybe 150 stitches, I'm not sure. But it's also a tiny one, so that doesn't matter if it's a little bit less. And then I got bored of going through all of my whips, finding the right project for the right prompts. I like the prompts, but it's a bit too time consuming, I think it's called, or that's how you say it. And I really wanted to use my wheel again, my decision wheel, so that's what I did. Over the weekend I kept working on my Pokemon, so that's something I will keep doing. I had to think of the words, guys. So yeah, then that was half through February, and then I decided to just work on my secrets stitch, which I can't show you because it's a present. And when I can't work on that one, I spun my wheel to see which one I got to work on from Monday through Friday, and on Saturday and Sunday I work on my Pokemon. But the first one that got spun by my wheel was my Dumbo one. It's a Zana Stitch one. She's on Etsy. She has a couple of gorgeous Disney patterns or shorts. But yeah, Dumbo is so much fun. And it's fun to work on too. So, but this is how far I've come. I think I only had like the beginning of the parachutes, but I did all of this, and he got 1116 stitches in that week. He got spun, so that's a good some good progress. And that's what I like about my new rotation. I don't have to get my project on the hoop, stitch a bit of the hoop, put him away, try to find the other one, the next one that I need to work on. So now I just the project gets to stay on the hoop for the whole week, and that's a whole lot less time consuming than having to search for through all of my projects or all of my whips. So yeah, but that's Dumbo. Then I worked on one that had his birthday that day. It was the 17th of February. I started, I think 2 years ago, I started Mini Summoning Old Friends by Gary Hawks, another Heaven and Earth design. Yeah, another one with Kit Kats. And this is one of my older ones, so he has a bit more progress in it. Let me see if I can take him a bit closer. But I like the difference between the brown colors and then the really light blues. No idea how many stitches he got. It was a Thursday, so I'm guessing 200 to 300. But yeah. Sorry guys, let me have a sip. Next one that got spun for the week, to work on for a week, it was this one. It's a kit from Aquarelle by MP Studio. It doesn't have a name, so I just call it the Little Foxes. They are so adorable. So he got work done from Monday to Friday, and they got 2,566 stitches, which is a lot, or quite a lot. And this is how far I've come with them. It's done on 27 counts. Yeah, 27 counts, 2/2, or at least this part is done 2/2. I'm doing the 2/2 first, and then I'm going back in for the background, which is 1/2 or 2/2 half stitches. But yeah, first I get to do the foxes, and they are so gorgeous. They also have a couple of blends in them, but I don't mind. I just love this one. I didn't even want to put him down when it was time to put him away. But yeah, weekends is Pokemon time, so I had to. Oh yeah, had to. I needed to put him away. Then we are at the beginning of March. Then my wheel spun. Where is he? Seasons 2 by Mystic Stitch. Mystic Stitch is sadly no longer around, and that's sadly because they had a lot of cool charts that I still wanted, but didn't have the chance to get them. But I really like this one. That week wasn't a really good week. It was last week. It wasn't a really good week for stitching. So we only got 285 stitches, which isn't a lot. I had hoped to get to the other sides of the pattern or the project, but it didn't work out that way. This one is done on 25 counts navy blue, I think it's called. And I mostly worked in here, picking the first symbol, following it where it went, and then picking the next one at the top. But yeah, that's that one. And then this week, and I'm only going to show you the finished piece, and then where I started before I started on Monday is QS Luminescence, I think it's called or pronounced. It's one by Rachel Anderson. It's another Heaven and Earth design. Hubby really liked him, so I bought it for him, and I really like him too. It's blue and purple, so my favorite colors. So I'm just going to show you a picture of where I started. So not a whole lot of progress. I think it was around 500 I had at the end of last year. So yeah, that's were all the whips I worked on. Now let's get into plans. I will keep spinning my wheel on Sunday evening to see which whip I get to work on during the week, Monday through Friday. Saturday and Sunday is my Pokemon, like I said a couple of times already. And then I decided, because I have close to 100 whips. If they only got spun for a week, no, let's rephrase that. Because I'm having around or almost close to 100 whips, if they get a week each, it will take me 2.5 years, I think, before I get to all of them. And because I'm spinning my wheel, it just adds that decide which one I get to work on. So there could be whips that got chosen multiple times, some that aren't getting chosen. So I decided to get my list out of the dates when I started them and work on them on their birthday. So that's what I started doing half through February, and we have a couple of birthdays coming up here in March. So let me show you which ones those are, because I think I will be back at the beginning of April, or I hope so. The first one that is coming up is this Sunday. It's Steampunk Cat by Lori Guyena. It's a pain-free crafts chart, and I just adore him. He's my little charmer. I've known of this picture for quite some time, and when I found out that Sarah from Pain-Free Crafts has Laurie's artwork charted, we asked if she wanted to do this one, and she could. So yeah, I had to have him. And the moment I had him, I started him. He's my little charmer. This one is done on 18 counts, 2/1 full cross. I'm doing the typewriter method because he has a couple of the newer colors I didn't have when I when I started him. There are a lot of missing colors at the top, so I will be filling them in when I start working on him on Sunday. But yeah, and because I love him so much, he's going to be a bit bigger, or he's getting done on a higher count, or a lower count, sorry, lower count. So he's getting a bit bigger than normal, than when I would do him on 25 count. Man, I'm all over the place now. Anyway, next up that has his birthday is Storykeep Storyteller King Koda. It's one from Amy Stewart. It's another Heaven and Earth design. He's so cute. It's one of my older ones. I started him the 23rd of March 2 years ago, or 3 years ago. 3 years ago, I think. No, 2 years ago. This is my starting point on this one. Yeah, I think I will be working on this side to fill in those 10 by 10 blocks and going wherever the thread is taking me, or the color is taking me. Then on the 26th of March I will be working on Mini Cletus, another Heaven and Earth design, artwork by Richard Lorenz. He's so funny, that bird. He's so funny. This is one of my older whips as well. When I didn't have a lot of DMC colors, so I started with this color and worked my way down. Then I came across the typewriter methods and started to do that method. So when I will work on him, I will start here and work my way to the right. No idea what day that date is on, so I have no idea how many stitches I will get into them, but we will see. Oh, and then the 27th, I forgot to put her aside. No, that's not. I had it marked on my notes, and then I forgot to put her aside. So now I have to look for her. No. It should be this one. No. Oh. Silly me. No. Where the hell did I put her? Nope. Nope. That's not it. Yeah, I'm not going to keep looking for her, but the Like a Daisy card shark I showed before is having her birthday on the 27th of March, so she will getting another day of work or attention. It's not work, it's a hobby. So yeah. Then the 30th of March, this one is going to get some attention. It's T-Rex Attack by David Penfound, another Heaven and Earth design. This one I'm doing for one of my boys, which he loves. He loves dinosaurs. This is my starting point on him. Let me get a little bit back, but then you can't see it, I think. But yeah. Let me see. I think I will be working around here because this is done, and since I reached the other sides, I'm doing 10 by 10 blocks for the whole width of the pattern, for the whole width of the whip, and I will be working in this space, I think. Oh yeah, it's a bit hard to show him, so I hope you can see him and you can hear me. So, yeah. And then one that I'm doing for my oldest son, we call him Eagle. It's one he found on the internet. I have no idea where, but I converted him with the eCanvas app I talked about earlier, and I so love him. If he doesn't want him anymore, when he's done, he's mine. I just love bald eagles. I think they are called bald eagles. but he's so nice. Oh, hanging threads. This is my starting point for his birthday. And no idea where I'm going to stitch or going to work on him. I was doing him block by block on the diagonal, then I started working in those spark threads. No idea, we will see. But yeah, this is my starting point. And then the last one that has his birthday, the eagle has his birthday on the 31st of March, and because I'm not sure if I will be back the first week of April or the second week, I will show you this one too. It's called White Tiger, another David Penfound artwork, and charted by Heaven and Earth Design. But he's got his birthday on the 10th of April, so maybe I have worked on him before I see you again or not, but we will see. Yeah, and this one has a lot of white on white, and the camera is not showing it like he should. But yeah, I reached the other side of it. So, here we go. So I'm guessing I will be working on this side again. And working a couple more whites and light grays. So, yeah. So that was my haul. All of my whips I worked on, which were a lot. In the future they won't be that much. Maybe September, October, because I started a lot in those months, but we will see when we get there. It's still a long way to go until we reach September. But for now, I'm going to spin my wheel on Sunday evening, work on that particular whip when I can't work on my secret stitch, and then the weekends is for my Pokemon. So yeah, I hope you liked what you see. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. If you have any questions, put them down below and I will try to answer them. And I will see you at the beginning of April. Happy stitching, guys. Bye.